Sekarang kita akan melanjutkan permainan kita Final Fantasy XVI part yang ke-10. Selamat menyaksikan.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Ya, kemarin kita telah berhasil mengalahkan Hugo Kupka ya. Si Titans dominan. Keren banget pertarungan itu.
Be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
The conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the mother crystal for Walud? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
And how may I assist you today? So what of its parliament, which leaves but one man? Hypocrite Kupka took something from them. Here for another of my lectures? Of course. Here you are. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
You have told me the gentleman you visited earlier, the one with the loud voice, was your uncle. I did think there was a resemblance. Something in the eyes.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Welcome home, Clive. I was hoping you'd be back soon.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Well, don't just stand there gawping. It's a relief. Thank you, Clive. Go on, then. Finished, are you?
Back, are ya? To a bloody riddance. Mine included. So, will it be?
drinking again.
Is it business or pleasure? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Is that all?
Ah, Clive, have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
We're seeing troops amassing at every door.
blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh.
Your feasting days are over. Too slow. You're a fine hound. You want some more? I bring your blood! Too slow. Help me, boy. I'll snap you like a twig. Nice try. Get him. Too slow. I needed that. Nice try. Those who kill for sport deserve no better. Good girl. Straight home now. Over here! It's over! Playtime for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to mine. Waken winds! wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal? After it. When did you get so big? Run like the wind. Be safe. Good girl. Whoa. Straight home now. They don't look happy. Peace at last.
naught but wild beasts, this end. All their twisted talons and gruesome maws used to turn my stomach. That was before I heard about the black ship.
Run like the wind. Straight home now. Seems this one has a little more life left in it. All right then. Back to sleep with you.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be? We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
No surprises there.
How may I help you today, Clive? All yours. Hasn't been delivered yet, I'm afraid. Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so quicker. When I close my... Only I don't... Off you go, then.
How are you doing? It was luck. But now... Thank you. Here you go. Always something in there.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the tailor are all but worthless.
We have to dig a new cellar.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of rustlings in the undergrowth. It may be no more than... Given what I...
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the...
All right. Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
It's all but spent. What do we do now?
You all right, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadow.
Oh, I heard the...
All right. Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the...
No, but I've heard something.
Where was it?
In Lorbert's... Was out, ran back in...
I see. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Faster!
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Black Shield. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive. Take this!
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to...
Good day to you. Sid.
The crystals we get from the tailor all but worthless.
Clive.
I found some black shields hide.
Black shields, though they serve another. And it would have damn it all. And bite.
I'm sorry, who did the black...
Because I want...
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque.
I don't understand. Why him?
I was a and fighted I did. I saw more than and throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bear. I was a fool to think a means of ridding himself of his rivals. His response, however... And he faced no punishment. I lost everything. My loved ones. My livelihood. My position. The faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost, seen faultless our wound. We know where he hides. What we didn't.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
I'm not going to change his mind.
That his lordship's vultures should be found circling the village can mean only one thing.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself.
I'll see what I can...
I wouldn't be...
All right.
Fly, Ambrosia. Be safe.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled it. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves.
I take it you missed the mother crystal.
I hated her, but I had to try. She was the only thing that could fit. But now she... What am I supposed...
Try to remember the good times. Do that?
Even in the bakery. What a fool I've been. Thank you, my friend, thank you. You've opened my eyes. I have to get back there, right?
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Ah, though I worry you might have...
Master.
I dare say...
Just, that's still true. Milo, and look, inside. Master, I have found my purpose.
Well, if it... I don't know, you... Now, Dusan, I know you're keen.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
I think Mid might need some help.
Come up with something soon.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. Those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favour?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the art. Go on, then.
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, and I'll need it. Get Gavin in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And,
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy, which is where... Now, there's a... As for the rest of this...
Well, we'll get one of us should...
And the other...
Right then.
Well, make your minds... You going after the Stardust? Which one of these two...
Gav, you're with me.
All right, then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about how...
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from...
You two, eh?
Fleece me.
In your own...
Sounds like this river we're looking for is south of the Dalamil Inn. I'll hire us a wagon and meet you there.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of the stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat? Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
After it.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be...
We should go out. You're beat sneaking around on you.
I'll make a start on putting this firm. It'll take some time, mate.
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be...
Give us a shot.
wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll...
Salvage from the...
Ah, but we don't...
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin... What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes.
I'll show you the plan. Here you see the Mithril engine. Excess now. In other words, this is where our experiments and... Why?
You can stop there. Mid said we might be able to use parts. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Loth... The thing, it's no longer...
I see. Would that help?
Oh, very... I'll gather my...
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do.
I won't let you down.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Be safe.
Oh, there you are, Sid.
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. Too slow. The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well...
All right.
We're seeing troops amassing at every corner.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm.
Excellent.
And just...
Right. prison. I thought a trip the helm and the plate in a book. I need something light. But I've...
Well, if I were... I know who's counsel...
Tomes. I've got all the... Can you take this?
Right away.
Oh, I've never drinking.
Hippocrates.
For you, Clark?
Well, actually, it's... Could you take a look at...
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist and yet remain cool enough on the outside, not as you can imagine.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution.
Perhaps. It is not a different material.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. And yet...
We have, but part of... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a before. So if we... It might be applied to some material. I shall... If you... The knowledge of...
Thank you, Hub. And since you're asking...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious.
So, Clive, who will accompany...
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing...
Garlic. Conch shells? Are you sure? Looks like the...
Though these are so much now.
Well, I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance.
All right.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I have said it many times. His story is ended. Were you aware... But what of the... Yes. I have a few new notes that might interest you. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Now, where's Talia?
There's talk. How the hell is anyone supposed to spread to the world?
Welcome, welcome. With a keen eye. I'll be here if you need me.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
Spoiling another.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding one. But if time is of the essence...
All right.
Let's see now. Meet me by the...
Up! You'll not find a bruised pivot. Fresh cuts! Come and get them before
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I hope it's to your liking.
Oi, don't touch anything. Go on, take
I
it.
should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
All anyone ever wants anymore is water. Great. How am I supposed to make a living?
Well, did you find everything?
I did.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Better late than never. We're ready to begin whenever you are.
Welcome home. You had a successful trip.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assist. I was just explaining to Tarja, and now that we have...
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the Moondew are ready, follow, perhaps.
Leave it. Thank you. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid, the man Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Why would anyone want to do that?
I knew it was a good idea to have editors study alongside the children.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid, but you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that Hut is supervising the construction.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just Daydreaming, thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. So if the worst came to the worst and... That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished. I don't want it. I want people to sail aboard her by choice. In a world where we're...
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get you what you...
All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of...
You,
I was.
Right. There's just...
All right.
Aye, Cap...
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Really? That's a ship? Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
He cracked that crystal too? You're joking.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to... Trouble with the ledgers. What could be wrong with Torgor? Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. And you might still be doubting your crop. Perhaps.
That bastard's like a... Still, you got a keen eye. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. And the metal, you could...
So that's...
Nah.
And if you knew, we could unlock...
That's...
I'll see what I... Sharpus, and we gonna...
You're a soft touch, you know, but I can't say I'm not...
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about... I got your note. You think something...
So you can read? But I didn't... He used to look didn't like. Not been working...
No harder than... Is that it, boy?
What was it you said?
That's what the...
Then maybe...
I suppose things happen. Perhaps up...
Instead of everything.
You're looking what?
What do you want?
I want to know...
Running around.
I suppose I am, yes.
There's not many like that, which made it nice.
Can you tell me who...
You think I'd help? Suppose you... Fine. Lord Ignac's the man you want. And he's got... Reckon he'll still...
Thank you, Karen.
Oh.
I appreciate... Lawsman, I need to ask...
He isn't ill.
I don't think so. But she says he's hardly been touching his bones of...
I rather think she might be. All canids are instinctively inclined, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be in. If we assume that it may well be that the Bones Lady Karen is accustomed to frostwolf as to where...
I don't recall it.
And little. The last elder antelope sighting I recall.
Even so.
Good hunting.
seem Tom's helped.
Ned told me she was building a ship.
Clive.
That's why I'm...
Shh, Otto. A little. Listen. I've some... And it's... Sadly, I can straighten it out. I'm gonna need...
Believe.
There you are!
So let me get this straight. And instead you get the man in... Well...
Oh,
we...
Each. They... Len...
Do we have that much?
No. We don't. After the kick. Besides...
All right. Is there anything I can do?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking the...
Rocks.
Rocks? A little something, I reckon.
I'm sure that...
But you know...
I know.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because... You'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well... I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry.
Really?
No.
Well... Here, Sid.
Let's hear it.
Well, lovely big problem, which is...
I imagine... So what exactly...
Nothing. Gave you you pour that, sir. And do you know what?
I take it.
I would have gone...
All right.
Thank you.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Come on. No need to ride from here. Here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
And another!
is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. If a wine needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
Clive!
I wasn't expected to see, and now I...
A star, Ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me.
Think of the differences it...
Interest? Anyway, why are you a bit much sent?
Something like...
Same as back when the probably knew. Sid may have been... And when Sid passed...
His death was...
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite, I reckon what he saw in Sid. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and...
There's talk. How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Did you hear?
The gates to heaven call.
I want to see you.
It's all right.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you, to settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil, and to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing. Nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done. But it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us. antelope. It would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question, which means we are... You're just a big puppy, aren't you? Lady Karen will be... You were right, boy. Now feel good, boy. People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The St. Drake's fang is gone. The whole mother crystal.
Yeah.
You. What are we gonna do?
Listen, calm yourself. I've got this theory. Before, I don't know what I found. Some of them are still living among us.
My reputation will be ruined.
Calm yourself, Lord Ignat.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed.
Please. His lordship is going through...
Radim!
Very good. Would you mind? That? No. That's just... He's been...
I don't suppose a single-edged...
Ah, you...
Then I'll retreat.
You
want to know
a condition.
I don't suppose...
I didn't every...
And that's where I'm...
I should...
That will be very...
Farewell.
Good girl. Dumb vultures, preying on the trade caravans. You've picked the wrong target. Nice try.
Ready, girl? Faster! Got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be... all right.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my... What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience.
A few moments of your
You're a
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged...
Oh, true. Karen, it was made, and is you. They believe each sword there's a...
But how do they...
Why, they use a whetstone, but it is a mineral. And that, Wyvern, take this, the berries, and a fire.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship.
I am locked in bit. I am one. Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield, and is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern, may our... Redeem!
I think his lordship is... Coming, my lordship.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now...
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Good. So, Lady...
She threw it.
Karen... I'm sure... Lady Carrot, go tells. Would you prefer?
What that? I met, but the...
Of course. Surely you...
Oh, fine. Where'd you even get this? A can? Might be I already... Might be. You wouldn't mind.
Not at all.
I hear you ended up delivering a... Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what...
Speaking of which...
Oh...
Right.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit.
I knew so little about him.
Most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him. How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. Back in the day, he bought passage to... We set up drinking. I quit my post not long after that. But me and Sid stayed close. There was... The magic woke inside my son soon after, and there was no hiding.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on, and I couldn't for the... Luck, it was him who's... Him. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and threw away everything he had. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shove people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
I noticed you. So, Molly's left over. That'll teach me for treating you. All right, now we know.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later.
You can, aye. In return.
I was just on my way to...
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We weren't.
Precisely that. The Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those...
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Sid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say, and that number has only grown, as one can but speculate as to how all...
He has seemed more...
And if I'm not mistaken...
Oh. He's more than an ally. He's a friend. Sorry for the wait, but hopefully...
You learned something.
I did bet.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get us one here, and it might not be so bad.
Even so.
I think so, but there'd be no... I reckon we get a dozen swords that... Nah. No point. But finish, and what's finer? Just imagine. I won't make a copy, nah.
I'm sure that... Just...
I've been working... Hey. Thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one. August 2. It's good to...
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
And you come and find...
Right?
What do you need? So, what'll it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. That it? Fine.
I went up to give some greens to the job.
All right there, Sid. How's that hunt?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. You're a gent. Right then. Telemon Malembic.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a...
There's...
Don't be sick. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I...
What?
Well, we happen to have... I thought we might use it. Ah.
Well...
That's the spirit. Well? What?
It certainly feels more...
Right?
Thank you.
No. For supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavours. Without you, we'd never... And I'm telling you...
Think Mid might need some help.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye? Always something in there.
How may I help you today, Clive? All yours. All done?
Oke guys, sekian dulu part kali ini. Nanti kita lanjutkan lagi ya guys. See you. Thanks bagi yang udah nonton. Salam Coffee Gamers.